Hello, and welcome to this session where we discuss structures and effective management processes within organisations. This includes witnessing the many forms an organisation takes in terms of hierarchy and how it responds to the external environment. By the end of this session, you should be able to define organisational structures, appreciate the many types of structures, understand the business context and aspects of structures and ethics, and develop these understandings through a tutorial exercise. As discussed previously, the key principles listed are broad, vital, and universally known principles of any organisation. They address the issues of organisational efficiency and effectiveness, and highlight core aims and values that should be aspired to. The balance of these have an impact on the structural form that the organisation takes. Internal issues and external factors contribute to the shape, size, and structure of an organisation as it responds effectively and efficiently, the result of which promotes a unique culture as the company works internally and engages with the external environment. The business context model illustrates this dynamic as the culture and behaviours of the entity drives particular activities forward. This includes the technical activities to middle and strategic roles and onto top level organisational responsibilities. The environment and globalised mindset comes into the fore as organisations wish to promote and prosper internationally. This means that organisations must change and respond accordingly. The organisational level, in general, considers the overriding factors of an organisation. So, what are the goals of the organisation? Where do they want to be? Is the organisation positioned well internally? Does it have to grow and grow fast? Who is in charge, and does the ambitions of the owner or owners reflect the aspirations of the workforce and expectations of consumers? Furthermore, is the internal or organisational culture healthy? Awareness of these many factors lead to the day-to-day actions of the organisation to be duly scrutinised and periodically reviewed. At the strategic level, goals and milestones are set. What are the short-term goals? Typically, customer segmentation and securing the much-needed profit. Medium-term, growth of course. Longer-term, diversification and expansion to meet consumer demand and desires. Forecasting and decision-making from particular areas of the business are apparent. A strong organisation must be able to suitably and confidently delegate workloads and power to other parts of the organisation. This promotes autonomy and middle management. In the development of goals, a consensus from all levels must be democratically determined, which combines mutual interests. Economic, social, political, and technological interests are included in this. Adherence to this collectivism engages and promotes a positive internal culture. Goals are developed through senior management, line management, interest groups, and steering committees. Project leaders, HR managers, and career guidance advisors are also influential individuals here. Generally speaking, goals are conceived, devised, and outlined for the desired outcomes for individuals, divisions, or entire organisations. An organisation's goals are usually set within the context of their vision and set mission statements. Bargaining and flexibility is part of the course with evolved goals within an organisation. Of course, a prosperous organisation is one that knows its stakeholders and allows for all voices to be heard. Now, concerning the structure of organisations, this can be defined as the grouping of activities and people to achieve organisational goals. Tall structures have many levels of authority and narrow spans of control. As hierarchy levels increase, communication gets difficult, creating delays in the time being taken to implement decisions. Communications can also become garbled as it is repeated through the firm. There are clear lines of authority and control. Flat structures have fewer levels and wider spans of control. Structure results in quick communications but can lead to overworked managers. The first step in developing the structure of any business, large or small, involves two activities. Specialisation is one, determining who will do what, and departmentalisation, determining how people performing certain tasks can best be grouped together. A vertical functional structure is a grouping of positions into departments based on similar skills, expertise, and resource use. This includes human resources, marketing, accounting, production, etc. A divisional approach is an organisational structure in which departments are group based on similar organisational outputs. These types of structures are depicted through company illustrations and organisational charts. It indicates who reports to whom and displays the allocation of resources. The matrix structure is an organisational structure which utilises functional and divisional chains of command simultaneously in the same part of the organisation. Team-based structures is a structure in which the entire organisation is made up of horizontal teams that coordinate their activities and work directly with customers to accomplish the organisational goals. Finally, virtual, an organisational structure that disaggregates major functions to separate companies that are brokered by a small headquarters organisation. Now, for some illustrative examples. The functional structure, the divisional structure, the matrix structure, the process-based structure, customer-centric structure, and the network structure. Nevertheless, organisations will undoubtedly face issues from their structural representation. This includes the level of autonomy for workers, the democratic nature and decision-making apparent, and whether financial and physical resources are shared evenly. A structure must be there for the benefit of its workers, then from this customers and external stakeholders are catered for and looked after. Although not central to this session, this slide provides some detail concerning the many variables associated with the size, status and structure of an organisation. So, what financial indicators display a profitable business? Is your business a limited company or a sole trader entity? Consider the many industries that your business may impact. This will alert senior management as to how it should be resourced. Business ethics and corporate social responsibility is an evident and important inclusion in organisational artefacts and documents. It displays the company's productive and positive intentions. Ethical business avoids litigation, bad publicity and costs. Staff and consumers can be retained and remain loyal with this in mind. In defining business ethics, it is a study of business situations, activities and decisions where issues of right and wrong are addressed. It is a practical exercise in engaging with the outside world, in being environmentally and socially aware. This core organisational value of responsibility sits within the well-established hierarchy of values as illustrated by Carroll in 1991. Of course, the foundation stone of any business is securing profits to keep the business alive and as an ongoing venture. However, in dealing with other businesses, the public and government and industry, a business must meet its legal, ethical and societal responsibilities. This includes obeying the law, meeting industry standards and engaging with the public in a correct manner. The question of ethics can be discussed further against issues of morality and law. Morality for any business concerns understanding what is right and wrong and upholding good business practice. Businesses must also be legally registered entities which comply with rules and regulations. The following tutorial task is designed to allow students to explore and apply the theory from this session. This tutorial concerns the first portfolio worksheet towards your individual reflective submission. For this, you should firstly review your word association document from the start of the module. Then, carry out the following tasks. Firstly, select 4 to 6 main qualities from the document. Then align this to your current workplace duties, responsibilities and activities using the table provided. Address whether this encourages managerial or leadership behaviours. Then finally, make reference to this evidence to relevant academic literature where applicable.